everyone. Welcome to MAC 1105 Online. This is Mrs. Hasenauer. I'm glad you're here. It is fine to call me Mrs. H. So we are in your Canvas shell. This is what the home page should look like. And you can scroll down. There's the welcome, describes the course, and just a navigation tip here. The module button on the left toolbar is the easiest way to always move through. You can go with next to pages sometimes, but sometimes you get stuck. So just remember you can always go back to modules to move through. And you have announcements here or announcements here. I do use that button a lot, so you'll want to check it out. All right, we're going to go to simple syllabus first and look at your syllabus. And then you will have to answer okay that you saw it. All right, hopefully you read it. Okay, so this is just information. It's a 3-credit college course. This is my information. I am on Mueller campus in Vero Beach, D137. There's a phone number. Email is the fastest and best way to find me because I can check it from anywhere. Right. Course description. This just tells you what content is in there. Basically, this course works on functions and their graphs, understanding them, different kinds of functions. Right. For your course resources, you do not have to buy a textbook. You will be able to download note templates, and you have videos that match those. There is an e-textbook if you want it. I really don't know that you need it, but I'll show you where it is. You can download it if you want. You can print your note templates from Canvas, which you should, or if you want to take them on a digital device, that's okay, but you definitely need to take notes. So if you don't have a printer, you might save it as a PDF and take it into Staples. I do know that the tutoring centers will let you print 10 pages at no cost. So you could print some there. All right, so you don't have to buy a book. Your software is built in. What you do need to get for this course is a graphing calculator. And you really need to get one in the TI series, TI 84 Plus or TI 83 Plus. The 83 Plus is a little older, probably a little cheaper. Depends on how many more math classes you need. If you need statistics, I have heard that TI 84 Plus is better. And if you're going to go on to higher courses, pre-calc or calc, then go with the TI 84 Plus. It's a little bit newer. All right. Those are just learning outcomes, what you're supposed to learn in the course. You're supposed to demonstrate mathematical reasoning and problem solving. All right, extra help. Be sure to check out the tutoring center at the campus closest to you. They will be happy to give you extra assistance. You will be more than welcome to meet me. I'll give you some office hours next week. And you can send me a problem number. If you have a question, I'm happy to answer. Right. Also, in the My Open Math software, at the beginning of each section, you'll see a tutorial by Mrs. Allen. They are excellent, and she works problems out of the homework, so that's very helpful. And then I have a bunch of class recordings of homework problems, which you might also find helpful as a resource. Right, grading scale. This is very important to you. Standard 10-point scale. I have 4 tests and a final exam, equal weight, so 85%. So each one is what, 17%, something like that. All right. The other part of your grade is some things that are not proctored, your homework. You're allowed to do the homework over and over until you can get 100%. So that is 13% of your grade. It is required. If you leave the homework out, zeros go in at the end of the course. The other thing you have, and it's a little percent, it's easy to do, but it is something you need to know how to do. So I put in a little tiny assignment for it. This is to make sure that you know how to scan and upload your work for every test. So when you get your test, you'll take it through HonorLock. They will be proctoring you, but you will also write your work on paper. You'll number your problems. I'm going to look at it. And so when you are finished with your test, you'll turn your test off, submit, then you will go out to a different room and get your cell phone. You can put an app on your phone. I recommend Genius Scan. That was the one I like the best. It's free. It's easy. If I can do it, anybody can do it. And you just click the button, you hold it over your document. So you've already written out your page, scan it, hold that over it, click it, it'll make an orange rectangle around it. Don't click it yourself, right? Let the app click and it will automatically move you to the next page. So on this assignment, what you have to do is write 2 problems on 2 separate pages. You can use front and back, I don't care. I'm not trying to waste your paper. I just want to make sure that you're able to do 2 pages into one PDF file. When I get your test work, I don't want to look through 7 pages that you've taken a picture of. I don't want JPEGs. A PDF, one PDF page, PDF file of all the pages, okay, in one place. All right. But it's easy to get 100% there. So that's some points that just because I want to make sure that you can do that before you get to a test. If you don't turn in work for a test, you lose points from your test. Okay? It is required. All right. For your examination guidelines, because this is an online class, your test will be proctored through HonorLock. You will need a desktop computer or laptop that you can access with a webcam and a microphone. You will need to install Google Chrome. You also need to have a photo ID. Driver's license is fine, or a picture school ID would also be acceptable. And you will have to scan all this at the beginning of every test. This is verifying who you are that's taking the test. We want to make sure the right students are taking the test. There are some important things when you take your test, and this will probably come up somewhere else, but I'll go ahead and talk about it here. No cell phones or the watches, the Apple Watches, none of those can be in your near vicinity. They have to be in a different room. Okay. Cannot have a cell phone or an extra computer open. No electronic devices open. We want to see your work, not the work from an app or not the work from another person. Has to be your work that's on this test. Okay. Let's see if I can find that piece that's about the test. Here's a little bit. It's very important that you do not have any notes, and you are allowed scrap paper. Make sure you remove the scrap paper from a notebook because HonorLock will flag you for that. They will stop you. Okay, just take the paper out of the notebook and you're good. All right. No cell phones in the area. No notes. Also, you cannot cover the camera or turn off the screen share. If you do, that will invalidate your test. It's an automatic 0. Do not do that. We need a proctored test. We'll just go ahead and talk about this while we're here. I skipped down a little bit, but this email, it says, okay, if you have questions, look in your syllabus, look in your schedule of activity, look at announcements. Sure, check those out. But if you don't have to search everywhere. If you have a question, it is fine to email me. It doesn't matter when you email. If you email at 2 in the morning, that's okay. I'm not going to see it at 2 in the morning because I don't have it turned on to ring for me. But when I do see it, I'll answer. So it is okay to send your email anytime, and it's fine to ask me questions. Please do. Don't search or worry that you don't know an answer. Email me, and I'll be glad to answer. All right. Those are extra things you guys can read whenever. A lot of stuff. So we really don't print these anymore. There's too much stuff. So for your course, I am going to have your final exam end right before that Thanksgiving break. Our Thanksgiving break is right before the in-class finals, and online are allowed to take the finals a week earlier. So I have the schedule planned to end your course before that. So you don't come back after Thanksgiving, you've been on a week break, and then you try to remember stuff for your final. It's better to take it ahead of time. So, and we'll look at that more in schedule. All right, that is your syllabus in a nutshell. You can go through it. Let's go under modules. That's your navigation tool. And so welcome, your journey begins here. You need to complete all these items to make sure that your content turns on. All right, course overview just tells you a little bit about the course. Oh, and it also has links here. I hope I put the right links in. If I didn't, I will fix them. Schedule of activities, it looks like it's going to the right place. It is. So we'll just go ahead and talk about the schedule. So we are in course overview. It has those whole lists of things there. So on this schedule, what you will notice is that I have 2 columns of dates. The dates on the left are suggested dates. You can shift them slightly. You're always allowed to work ahead, right? But you can shift them slightly. If you've worked 14 hours, you're probably not going to feel like working on math that day. But if you're off the next day, you can do it then, right? So it is okay to shift these dates on the left slightly. You do need to have good time management because you want all this material finished before this test date. These bold ones are test dates. I give a block, so it doesn't have to be on the 5th. It could be on the 6th or it could be on the 7th. You have a block there. Any of those times you can take that test. And it will turn off at 11:59 on 9/7. So you need to start a minimum of 2 hours before that. I would start before that in case you have any honor lock issues or anything. Anyway, so the review dates, and the reviews are built in the software. I give bonus points for those added to your tests. It is a bribe, but it will help you. It will give you points, and it will help you to summarize your test material and get your test material in your head, right? So you want to be able, when you get to the test, do the material, answer the questions with no notes, no prompting. You know, when you do your homework, yes, you can look back. But when you do the test, you can't. So you want to be ready, and that's why you need to review. But reviews have to be finished by the end date of the test. All right, so those are the 2 columns of dates I have. First test here. This will be the second test, and your content is in between. Right, and so this is where I ended up having us in the course. If we have any hurricanes or anything like that, and I shouldn't even say that, but we can shift things if we have to because we have a little bit extra time there. We have an extra couple of days we could use if we had to. But you do get a whole week off for Thanksgiving. All right, so that is your schedule. Let me go back into course overview. Let's see, maybe it will let me do the back button. All right, so we are in Welcome, Your Journey Begins Here. We were course overview. I'm going to go down this list, but you could continue through there. About your instructor, this is just info about me. I've taught math forever. That is about all I can do. I used to wait tables a little bit. I was okay at that until it cost more for the chiropractor to put me back together than I made. So, anyway, I've taught math a long time, and I do enjoy it. I have one granddaughter and a beautiful yellow lab named Lucy. So, and there's info for me. Also, I listed my college website there. Mainly what I have there is a list of my videos, which that will go to YouTube. You could also just go to my YouTube channel, and if you do that, you want to get into the playlists so that you have the right videos for the right course, because there's several courses there. All right, so that is info about me. We are in modules. We're going down through that first one. I know I'm working a little slow there. We already looked at the schedule, so I am not going to click on that. Notice how it gave me a check mark here, though. So you need to open that, so it'll give us a check mark, but we already did. It's not going to let me go back here to file, so I'm going to have to go to modules, and now let's see if it gives me a check mark there. It did not give me a check mark. Well, that's okay. All right. Student introduction. This is one of your first assignments. It is an attendance assignment, so just go in, write a little bit about yourself. I do not require that you respond to other people. You are welcome to respond to each other, but you don't have to. Right. So that is one of those assignments. Also, we have a Start Here quiz. So this is just a regular discussion board. If you have problems you're working on and you want to discuss it with some students or with me, you can put it up there. If you're sending it to me, it's faster if you will email me the problem number. Because the notifications that there's something on the discussion board are a little slow. I may not see those for 2 days. If you email me, I will see it that day. Okay. Start Here quiz. You've probably done those at this point if you have worked in Canvas at all. It's just questions about Canvas and starting your course. You have to get at least 7 out of 10. If you miss it, you can do it over. It's not a big deal. It won't take you long, but those are 2 of our assignments. The PDF is a 3rd assignment that's attendance requirement, and the 4th one will be your diagnostic in the software. So let's scroll on down. This is just help with Canvas. I don't know that you really need this course map, but they wanted us to put it up here. It tells you how all the objectives are connected with sections. I don't think you really need it, but it's there if you want to look at it. Okay. All right. That is probably information about HonorLock. Yes. So this is about our proctoring service. Right. And so we're still looking at just institution resources. This is institutional resources. This is the college ebook if you want to download it or open it. Right. And this is where your orientation video is going to be. I'm going to put it there as soon as I finish making it. All right. And then some of these are grayed out, and it's probably because I didn't finish doing all those activities. So they block some so you can't get in them all. So I'll go to Module 2. Module 1 still has your diagnostic, which is in the software. Just do it. You don't have to write down your work and upload it for the diagnostic, okay? Only for regular tests. This is your PDF upload assignment. Just do it. Do those things. And everything should open then. All right. Let's talk about how you do your course. What's your learning strategy for your course? Right, so you are going to come in, study materials. So this is for Module 2. These are your note templates. You can download it all in one shot from this file, or you can download them separately and print them out if you can. If you can't, just write them on paper, but you need to take your notes, right? These are the videos that go with the note templates. And then at the end of the chapter, this will be your review materials, okay? With a paper study guide, some review problems, answers, videos that match that review. So let's see if I can get back into that. We were in module 2. See, it's going to block all the rest of these until you finish Welcome, Your Journey Begins Here. I didn't finish it because I didn't do the post and the quiz. I'm using Student View because I wanted you to see it the way your shell will look. Okay, so module 2, that was study materials, right? And so I would get those note templates printed out, and then here is your homework. Here's your links. So 2.2 and 2.2 has a lot of word problems. I would say to you, do not get bogged down in 2.2. I'm not saying skip it. You might do 2 or 3 of those a day or something, but start with something you're going to feel real comfortable with. Complex numbers you should be good with. There's one new topic in it, division of complex numbers, but that will be on the video. So you've already watched the video, you've taken your notes, then you're going to go in here to practice. We'll just go in the complex numbers so you can see. Hopefully, you're going to be able to see. Okay, I guess I just didn't click it enough. Okay, it's connecting. All right. I didn't click it hard enough. So there's 17 possible points. Right at the beginning of these sections is a little video done by Miss Allen. It just kind of summarizes what's going to be in this homework section. They are excellent, and they go through homework problems that are in the section. The other note templates, you might have some problems that are not necessarily in the section. So, feel free to watch those if you want. If you don't want to watch it, if you feel really good, you can go ahead and go into the section. So it's going to go through your complex numbers, and then it will get down probably about 7 is the, so you have to simplify those radicals. There's your multiplying. So it's a little later than 7. All right, that's the first one that will be brand new to you. The others you should know. Okay, so here you will multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. And you will need to write steps. This is not something you can do in your head. Please don't use an app for your homework. Don't go with the AI stuff. That's okay if you're stuck to help you out, but you have to know how to do it yourself without any of that. All right, so we were just checking out a homework. We'll go back into module 2. So we've watched our video. We've downloaded all our notes. We've watched our video, which is under here. And just for the one, don't watch all the videos at one time. All right. So let's say we did 2.3. We did, we've printed. Here's our videos. So we will watch that video. And it has 2 videos. So you have to watch them both. Right. Then go do that homework. And then come back and you'll do, when you're going to work on a next one, you can look and see what the section numbers are, watch the video or 2 that go with that section, and then go back and do that homework. You don't want to watch 15 million videos, right? Watch the video, take your notes, but then go do that particular homework. All right. And so then you just repeat until you have finished everything, and then you are ready to review for your test. So these are the paper guides. You can do those. There's no way I can collect those, but they're good to do. Here's answers with steps. This study guide just has like terminology and stuff and rules. And these are videos that match that review. All right, so we clicked review. There were 2 places we could get to that review. All right, this chapter 2 practice test, this is in the software. This is the one that I will give you bonus points for, right? On a sliding scale, 90 to 100, you get 5. 80 to 89, you get 4. 70 to 79, you get 3. Do not stop at 69. You get 0 points for that, right? Do one more problem and get it over that. All right. And you can do any of these over again. So that is your review. I highly, highly recommend those reviews. The questions for the test come out of the same test bank as the questions for the review. So I would make sure I did that. All right, this will be where you actually take your test. Before you do a test, you will go into HonorLock. And I don't have anything in there yet. I'll put a little practice test in there. It's not math, it's how to use HonorLock. I'll put that, but then you'll find your test. Once you click on your test, they will make you do a room scan, show your ID. Then you will go find your test. So you'll go under modules, you'll find your test, which this test is here. You will click on it. And notice it needs a password. HonorLock has to put that password in. If they do not put it in right away, sometimes you can click in the box and that will make it happen. If that doesn't take care of it, you will go on live chat with them and they will have to put it in manually. Right? So that is how we proctor the tests. Right. When you finish your test, remember during your test, you're writing the problems and your steps down. That's what you would normally do. That's how you do a problem. You write the problem and you use steps. Just number the problems and then you're going to scan your pages and you're going to upload it here. You go through that link. So you've scanned it. You have emailed it to yourself. Save it as a file. You can't send me a link. It has to be a file. And then you will upload right here. Okay. Right. And make sure it's a PDF file. Don't send me pictures from your phone. Anybody can do pictures. Okay. But you guys are higher level than that. All right. So that is how you go through a whole module. And then I will review your tests. It takes me 2 to 3 days. I put the test scores into the gradebook manually, so your tests won't go into your gradebook right away. Okay, I will put those in there. And it has blocked the other content, but this course is nice. It doesn't have an extreme number of modules. It has 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4 modules, some review work in the first one. Okay. And then review at the end. So that is your course, and you just go with the same kind of steps. You can get to those discussion boards here. Grades. Can click on grades and see your grades. Just a heads up, if you're working on a homework problem and you have to pause, which is perfectly fine to do, it will send over a partial grade. So don't get real upset when you see that, you went back and finished and you have 100 and it sends a 50 for you. All right, it will correct. It will upload. If it doesn't, I will be glad to update it manually for you. Okay, give it 24 hours. All right, here's your HonorLock. There's a link to your office. And I think that is all that I had to tell you. if you have questions, please let me know. Please start right away. Watch that video, do your attendance assignments so you can get with your schedule. Make yourself a schedule. It's going to take you 10 hours a week to do the math for this course. If you were going in person, you would have 3 hours of class time plus your drive time. And then you would have to go home and do the homework. So 10 hours is not unreasonable for this course, and it could be more. So make sure that you are being careful with your time. All right. Have a great day and a great course. Please send me any questions you have. I am more than happy to help if I possibly can.